months ago has all built to this. The championship game in the Big 12 Conference. One that has a long history of classic finishes. We could be in for another one here today. Welcome, folks, to AT&T Stadium, the home of the Cowboys, right here in Arlington, Texas. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the SMU Mustangs, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Burnstreet. Kirk, let's get this thing going. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. They're going to the air on the first play. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. He's found some room at the 45. He rolls out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
My gosh, this defense heard all week about stopping this receiver. If you're going to do anything to have a chance to win, you got to stop this guy. And the very first play of the game, first down and big yards.
Ball handed off. Breaks an open space. They get him down with the junior with an excellent run there.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. We saw him at the 23. This offense is getting close to the red zone.
Well, defending this guy, you need more than one defender. You really got to stress rallying to the football because this guy can make people miss.
And the Mustangs have 1st and 10 here. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Tackle, but first down.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up a football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm. Everything on full display for this offense to let this defense know they could be in for a long day.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Caught quickly. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice game. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Defense needing a stop on 3rd down, trying to force a field goal. The coordinator moves to a heavy blitz look here. There's the handoff. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker. on 4th down. The marker is at the 1-yard line. Now they'll run it on the toss. He's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop.
Interesting call here early, showing that they're coming in with an aggressive mindset, but they come up short of the 1st down.
All right, so it's 1st and 10, back inside the 5-yard line. We're going to see how much this play caller trusts his quarterback. How aggressive will he be from this spot? They're finally able to stop, and the quarterback brings the big man down. Not easy to do with that size difference.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Now it's 2nd down here. Off play action, he's looking to throw. Looking for the wideout. Finds a receiver wide open. The stop made at the 45, but enough for a 1st down.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
1st down here at the 45. One explosive play has got this drive going, and they're set up near midfield. Takes the handoff and tests the left side. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Big throw caught on the left side. And the defense storms not much of a gain on that completion.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Then the pocket delivers over the middle.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
The Huskers starting a new series here on 1st and 10. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun.
Well, I would just stick with this RPO. That's a really solid game, and it's plays like this that eventually make that defense collapse down. Then you can pull it and hit a big play through the air to your receiver.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Takes the handoff and he'll head left. Defense makes the tackle here on the final play of the 1st quarter. So, Kirk, we reached the end of one. So far, a defensive stalemate here in the early stats illustrating the story. Getting set here now for the 2nd period. Both offenses looking for some efficiency, for a spark after that opening quarter. So here we go. An exciting start to the quarter as the offense sets up with a 1st and goal. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. And the defense brings him down.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. Either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
Offense facing 2nd and goal. Tailback tests the middle of the defense. Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2.
Well, he came close to putting this ball into the end zone, but he comes up short. Now we're looking at a 3rd and goal. Boy, the defense is digging in. The offensive line trying to get a good push. I'm curious to see if they try to run the football again here on 3rd and goal.
Getting closer, but now it's 3rd down. Can they punch it in from the 2? On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. Conference championship pressure, they just grind away. Beautiful execution on that methodical drive.
Man, I can't think of a better stage than the conference championship to put together a drive like that. Moving the sticks, executing along the way, avoiding any turnover potential, and coming up with a touchdown. Great job.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Here comes the Mustangs offense back on the field. Last time they were stopped on 4th and goal. Rolled the dice, came up empty. Can they get it going again here? Receiver makes the grab. They bring him down, but a solid gain there on 1st down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
A 2nd down after that completion. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. The Mustangs pick up 1st down yardage to keep the drive going.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the 1st down.
Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
This is a great job by the defense, putting 2 defenders on the most talented receiver on their team. Make this quarterback have to find another option to move the ball down the field.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the 1st down.
Challenging play for the offense. They face 3rd and long here from their own 43. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the 1st down. Quick completion to the tight end. And that gain moves the ball across midfield. 1st down coming up from the 46.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on 3rd down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
Goes to the sideline, steps out after a short gain.
Chris, we're still early in this game, and you can already sense the chemistry between this quarterback and the wide receiver. These two just make it look so easy.
Offense set for the 6th play in this drive. Again, thrown out of the RPO, it is complete. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
I love the call here with the wide receiver screen, but where's he going to go? The blockers do not do their job and open up any running lanes at all.
Offense sets the formation. It's 3rd down. Short throw complete to the tight end. And we're able to move the sticks. Set up now, 1st down at the 34.
Chris, it's a great game, but I'm always so impressed with the offensive line because they sell this as much as anything. The quarterback's making the read, trying to figure out if the defense is committed to the run or the pass, then he's going to go the other direction. He makes the right throw here out to the flat to the right, but the offensive line showing the defense it's a run look is what opens this up eventually for the nice game.
It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. Chance for the offense to take the lead before the break. And the Mustangs will line up on 1st and 10. Here comes a handoff. They tackle him, but a solid gain down to around the 5-yard line.
Nothing better than an offense on 1st down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
Defense bunching at the line, showing blitz. And the quarterback dropping back. On the move now. Forced out of bounds, just short of the end zone.
Boy, Chris, I thought when he took off on his scramble, I thought he had a chance to maybe get it to the end zone. But the defense does a nice job. Yeah, they gave up a couple yards, but they kept him out of the end zone.
2nd down and goal. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look. They'll make an adjustment for this important play. Gain moves the ball to the 1. 3rd down and goal. And they're trying to punch it in here. And he busts into the end zone. Touchdown, SMU.
Methodical but effective, Kirk. Probably one of the most impressive drives we've seen in the conference championship game.
Hey, I have to agree with you. Long drives like that are like a great painting. Slowly layering all the intricate facets until you have a masterpiece completed. That drive was put together in the same fashion. Just masterful execution on that drive.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start with the 25. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Starts with a quick pass to the left off the RPO. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards. Here's the 2nd down play. He'll hand it off. The Cornhuskers are going to keep this drive rolling.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
Handoff here from the shotgun. Fighting off the defender.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held just for 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
Screen plays are risky because the defense can get to the quarterback and it also can be covered. Many times, the quarterback just throws it away. Here they get some positive yards.
That completion sets up a 3rd down play. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Fires it to the wideout. He makes the catch. And gain enough to set up 1st down now at the 39. 1st down, the clock stops for a moment, but no huddle here. They've got to hurry. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun.
This throw, he wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a 1st down, but instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Pass caught, 2nd down now. He'll look to throw it here on second down. Finds his man. It's Smith. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
You know, these kind of routes are always great for receivers who do a really good job of yards after the catch situations. And they're easy completions for the quarterback.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Looking to throw it on first down. Grabbed by the receiver. They bring him down to the 16, but they move the football into the red zone. First down. Off the play fake on first down. Moves out of the pocket. And it's a throwaway. That's a good call down here in the red zone on first down.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Second down, we're going to throw it. Looking for 6. And they will score. Touchdown, Nebraska. That's just nice execution. Quarterback and receiver Kirk perfectly in sync that time.
Yeah, you can see why route running is one of the most underrated attributes of a receiver. It's easy to get caught up on their ability to catch or their vertical or their speed, but nothing substitutes for someone who can create separation like this before the ball's even thrown.
It's a squib kick picked up by one of the blockers. And the coverage team brings him down as the clock runs out in the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Mustangs will kick it away to get us going in the second half. And so it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. The Nebraska offense back out on the field. The passing game very hard to stop in the first half. Let's see if they can begin to feature the run game here. They start the drive with a quick throw to the left side. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. And that's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
On the shotgun, it's a handoff. Powers through. He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the plus 47.
These guys didn't let the halftime break slow them down. They continue to dominate the line of scrimmage, give the ball to the back. Nice big positive gain to get things started here in the second half.
The Cornhuskers offense is on the move now. A play action, looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. Oh, what a grab! Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
Great execution here by this offense against zone coverage with a curl route. Hit that last step in your drop. You see where you want to go with it. Put it right on his shoulder for a first down.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Fires it to the wideout. The pass is intercepted. Could take it all the way. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
And the SMU offense is back out on the field now. From the shotgun, handoff inside. Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss on the play. Well, they don't block the defensive end. It shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Looks to the left for a quick throw. And it's incomplete as he just overthrew his receiver that time.
Well, there aren't very many things that can get to a quarterback of this magnitude. But I think it's safe to say that good pressure by the defense can get to any quarterback.
Now on third and very long, looking to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete.
Sometimes you find that open receiver who's short of the sticks, and you hope the run after the catch will be able to give you the first down. The defense does a good job of keeping him short of the sticks. Let's see what they do here.
And the Mustangs will line up to punt it away. And he's going to head out of bounds, but not before picking up some good yardage on the return. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Good throw to the left. The sophomore quarterback fortunate that didn't end in an interception.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. You've got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually that's going to cost you.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. That's the spin move. They stop it at the 49, but that'll be a first down.
Well, the defense better start adjusting and realizing the RPO is coming at them. It feels like they're just sitting back, worried about the potential big play through the air. Meanwhile, this offense is running the ball right down their throat.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down.
Christina, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Shotgun formation here on third down. Catch is made along the sideline just before going out of bounds. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a third down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it. You convert, and you keep working that clock.
That play is blown up. Defense makes the tackle in the backfield.
You know, he had nobody open downfield because of great coverage there by this defense. But what I love to see is how they run to the ball. He checks it down, and this guy's got nowhere to go. It's a big loss.
Play action fake, looking to throw. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
He's looking for that deep completion. I love the chunk play. I love the idea of being aggressive. They just come up empty.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but it is third down and long. Looking to throw it again. Turns it loose downfield. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Breaks into the open. He'll be taken down, but after a good return.
What a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
So here comes the first play of the drive that begin at their own 46. Play action here on first down. Looking for a man deep down the left side. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Chris, they come up with the incompletion, but I like the idea of stretching the defense. It can do so much to help out with your short to intermediate passing game, even affect the running game by making those safeties aware that you're willing to take a shot downfield.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Now it's third and long for this offense. Football right at midfield. Dropping back. Looking to throw for the first down. The receiver grabs it. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be fourth down and inches to go. The Mustangs will come to the line on fourth down, looking to convert. On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. Tackle made after a solid run by the junior.
Great job by this offense picking up the first down. As a play caller, you look at where you are in the field. If you punt it, there's a chance it goes into the end zone for a touchback. If you kick the field goal, it's a really long kick. So this is a great opportunity to be aggressive and pull the trigger to try to come up with a big play. They get it, keep the drive alive, and now they can get a touchdown.
They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. Booker, Nebraska has the lead here. We reach the end of the third. Time is running out to cut into this lead. Let's check out the game stats before we go on. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. And he goes nowhere. Stop pull behind the line of scrimmage.
Chris, has just really been the story of the game. This defense has completely eliminated this offense's ability to run the football, made them one-dimensional, and that's why they haven't been able to put many points on the board.
So now from the 27, the offense faces a third and short. How aggressive will they play it? Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. That's enough to move the sticks. First down now from the 23.
I love it. Third down, the way this back is running, just keep feeding him the football, and he's going to come through for you. And he does here at a critical moment in this football game in the fourth quarter. Nice job.
And the Mustangs pick up enough yardage to get a first down. They're going to run it here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. With the catch, it's Fun. Defense surrounds it, just a short gain on that completion.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
One of the biggest plays we've had so far. Third down, and the crowd really getting into it. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the third down pressure worked.
But defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. Third down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
Down one possession in the fourth quarter, and the offense is going to try to convert here on fourth down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He finds the running back for a fourth down catch. Oh, they stopped him short. What a fourth down play, and they will take over on downs now.
Because I like the call here going for it on fourth down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that first down marker is and run that route a yard or two beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the first down. Instead, the defense comes up with a stop and they get the ball back.
Well, the big fella's Kirk flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back, just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right, and then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain and a first down.
So quickly up to the 35-yard line for first down. Here comes the jet sweep. Stop after a small gain. Now look at it, 2nd and 9.
That's a great job picking up that first down here, using the lateral quickness to do so. But let's make sure we give the defense some credit here. They didn't let that play go any further, but they do have to be zeroed in because I wouldn't be surprised to see that jet sweep again.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. And it's hauled in. What a catch. All the way to the end zone. What a run. Touchdown, Huskers.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches the football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Here comes the Mustangs offense back on the field. Any hopes of a conference championship depend on scoring and scoring quickly. Can they make a play? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking for a man deep on the right side. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots. Get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
So 2nd and 10 from the 25. Important to get something here to avoid that tough 3rd and long situation. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. It's another deep shot. And it's hauled in way downfield. That's a big hit at the end, but even a fresh set of downs.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. He's brought down at the 6. The offense will have 1st and goal right there. So 3 plays in, this offense has set up a 1st and goal. Very efficient so far. Defense showing blitz here. Wants to throw it. Touchdown, Mustangs. They finish off the scoring drive. This will be fun. Strange things happen when the conference championship trophy is on the line. 1 possession game, 4th quarter. Who's going to step up?
So here's the deal. Your defense just gave up a touchdown. Now all of a sudden we got a game. What will your offense do to be able to secure a victory? You want to win a championship? Go out and earn it.
And the PAT is good. You got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Leaning on the run game here late. A gain of 2 yards, and now it's 2nd down and 8. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Closing in on a conference championship, this offense trying to grind down the clock and secure the W. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Look at a pass here on 2nd down. The sure hands. It's Smith. Moves the ball to the 37 for a 1st down.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense, waiting just at the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice game.
Less than 2 minutes from a conference championship. Can they keep the football and secure the win? And the single back takes the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
Closing in on a conference championship, this offense trying to grind down the clock and secure the W. Off the RPO, caught to the right. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Less than 2 minutes for a conference championship. Can they keep the football and secure the win? And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Taking a deep shot here to the right. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on 3rd down, but now it brings up 4th.
Love this aggressive mindset from the quarterback and offensive coordinator. Found the matchup that you wanted, take a shot downfield. You don't hit it, but you made the defense be aware of it.
The Huskers bring their punt team onto the field. And a low line drive, ugly punt. Ball rolls dead, and the coverage team downs it right there. Start the drive here from the 23-yard line. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looking deep for late-game heroics. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Lets it fly out of the wideout. Catch made in space. Look out. They bring him down, but what an explosive play. The conference championship is at stake. Can the offense step up here in the final minutes? On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. He's going for a big play downfield. Fights into the end zone. Touchdown, SMU.
Chris, I'm shocked by this. I mean, this is a great touchdown by this offense. They're an extra point away from tying this game up. We may be headed to overtime.
And the coach says, forget OT. We're going for 2 to take the lead right here. The offense will spend a timeout here. 25 seconds on the clock. And now the crucial try for the extra point. And that PAT gives us a tie ball game here in the final quarter. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. They're going to run it. Breaking free at the 35. The offense will spend a timeout here with 20 seconds on the clock.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potential.
Clock way downfield for a huge gain. The offense takes a timeout with 15 seconds remaining.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. And there's the handoff. He's past the marker and still going. Brought down, but he's past the line to gain. Coach is going to take the 3 points. Here comes the field goal unit. A chance for this kicker to almost certainly win the game in the final seconds. It's good! One way to win a conference championship. What an amazing run these guys have had. Now they can call themselves champions of the Big 12 and become a piece of the history of that great conference. And now with the playoff spot locked up, we get to see what they can do against the 11 other best teams in the nation. And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.